Hello everyone, and I was supposed to do the live yesterday, and I was so excited to do it as well. And I'm still putting Ty to sleep, and I think I'll be asleep tonight. So I thought, let me steal some time, some cooking time. And this is the bit on self-worth and the little exercise which I'm going to do with you, which I am busy reading a book, and I found the book is called How to Make One Hell of a Profit and Still Get to Heaven. And it's by Dr. John demartini, who's absolutely amazing. He also wrote The Breakthrough Experience, which is the book that really helped me get through everything. Basically, for all events are just events. The spin that we put on it is either negative or positive, depending what meaning our brain gave it, and that's how our conditions and patterns are formed. And so this particularly is for your money beliefs, but that's also tied to your perceived self-worth. Okay, so I just thought this bit was like really amazing. I'm going to quickly read it to you, and then I want to do the little exercise with you. Let me just check. Sorry, I'm just finding my spot. Oh, there we go. You are divine perfection. So deep within you is your tremendous inner being or soul. You serve yourself and the world most by acknowledging its magnificence, not by pretending to be insignificant or unworthy. No one wakes up in the morning and says, God, I wish I could think small. I wish I could have less and do less and be less in my life. Within everyone is an irresistible urge to grow and expand. You're destined for greatness. It's inevitable. Acknowledge your inevitable destiny, and it will unfold before your eyes. Just by being alive, you're already a winner. Out of 20 million sperm in that first race for life, you were the champion. You're already in an expression of divine achievement. Life itself. So acknowledge and live it to the fullest. Instead of dissipating your energy and time on illusions of unworthiness and imperfection, acknowledge that you're worthy of the magnificence life has to offer. The heart is more powerful than the intellect when it comes to perceiving divine perfection. So listen to your heart's self-love rather than your head's self-judgment. I'm amazed by the number of people I meet every week who believe that they'll one day get to perfection instead of acknowledging the perfection they are right now. They say, well, I'm not perfect, I'm only human. How many times have we said that? My mom always says that. Hey, Harry? Well, I'm not perfect, I'm only human. What do you expect? They've bought into the illusion that perfection is unattainable. They haven't been taught to recognize the perfection that already is. Maybe now is the perfect time to awaken to your divine perfection. Rather than judging and depreciating yourself, it's wiser to ask, where is God not? Where is divine perfection not? Perfection is everywhere and in everything, including you. So no matter what you've done or not done, you're worthy of love, for you're a part of the magnificence. As Einstein stated, if this being, so God, is omnipotent, then every occurrence, including every human action, every human thought, and every human feeling and aspiration is also his work. And as Shantanand Saraswati stated, if God is omnipresent and omniscient, then whose ignorance is it? You are in truth omnipresent and omniscient, and ignorance is only forgetfulness. Ignorance belongs to the person who is asking the question. No matter what, you're a part of the divine perfection. You were created in love, and you deserve a part of all this world has to offer. When you awaken to that understanding, you have access to limitless, creative energy that is unfathomable to average minds, but attainable to the human psyche in a state of grace. You deserve to have your heart's desire, including fabulous wealth, and the moment you feel truly worthy, it appears as if by magic in your life. It is magic, and you're the magician who makes it happen. If God is love, love is divine. If you want the divine power to live your dreams, love yourself. Everything else will follow. And then a quote from Muhammad, wherever you turn is God's face. So the reason I read that is because, we're on this journey of weight loss. We've got COVID-19. And, a lot of the stuff that I do is with regards to the gratitude and the self-love. And you see that it ties in to your self-worth, which ultimately determines your net worth. It's actually not your self-worth which determines the net worth. It's your perceived self-worth which determines your net worth. And you actually see that, start analyzing everything in the world and see if that's a valid point. But I was absolutely amazed. It's what we perceive of ourselves, and that is what we get. So start seeing yourself as this divine being. Start seeing yourself as this amazing, beautiful person that you are, because you recognizing your beauty, your strengths, your body will go back to balance. Your bank account will increase. I can't stress this enough. So here's a little exercise. If you under overvalue yourself and obscure your true worth, you won't operate in a state of free exchange. So instead, clear consciousness becomes clouded with uncertainties. People often say to me, I don't know what I'm really worth, but in truth, everyone inwardly knows. Mastery arises when you awaken to your true inner worth, and this exercise will help you find out exactly what that is. So you can do this by standing in front. Hello, Claudia. So you can do this. This actually is especially for you, Claudia, because I think I posted something about money the one time, or something about finances. And, the amazing thing is that everything is linked. How you do one thing is how you do everything. You will hear me saying that all the time, because, if you're cheating in one area of your life, just know that you're cheating in other areas of your life. So start being disciplined. Start doing your morning routines, because that thought, word, action, okay, and continuously doing that day to day, you can look at the past 21 days, what you said you're going to do, and did you do it? And if you didn't, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't play that blame game, because in the vibration scale, the blame game is right at the bottom. It's one of the lowest frequencies ever. Okay, so all you can do is from tomorrow, start doing better. Okay, so the exercise which I found very interesting. So you can do this in front of a mirror. You can do this while I'm talking to you now. Okay, so how much are you worth? Are you worth 5 Rand an hour? How does it feel when I say that? So most of you will be like, no. Okay. Okay, so are you worth 50,000 Rand an hour? How does that sound? Would you be okay charging someone 50,000 Rand to spend 1 hour just talking, or just in your presence with whatever you have to offer? Okay, and you basically keep going. So on the other scale, you keep asking yourself, okay, would you be okay to charge someone 10 Rand? And the feeling might still be no. And then you go, okay, will you be able to charge someone 40,000 Rand per hour? Until you bring it closer and closer and feel what feels right with you. And that will be how you determine your own self-worth, what you think your own value is. So that's a very interesting exercise to work on. I'll just continue to read what he says here. So if you answer, no, not yet, work your way in. Alternately and incrementally raising the low figure and lowering the high one until you find out exactly what you believe your time is worth. Alternatively, You can just keep raising the lower figure until you find the financial level you resonate with. When you reach it, you'll know. A young woman in the corporate world came to me and said, I want to position myself at the top of the market, but I don't know what the fees are up there. How do I decide how much to charge for a one-day corporate training that isn't too much or too little? So basically, he used the same exercise with this lady until she was able to find something that resonated with her. And, you know, this is something that I'm actually dealing with my coach in Germany at the moment. You know, everything that I discuss with you guys is normally like stuff that I'm going through or encountering. And I find it helps me. And then I'm like, okay, you know, everyone else also needs to know, because I find it so amazing. And in doing this exercise, and other ones, it just actually made me realize how much I am worth it. And I actually just looked at all the past times and what I've been doing and how you do so much for people, and you don't blame the people. It's you, like, it's you who doesn't have those boundaries in place, you know, and you just do and do and do, like, give so much. I actually, the picture, I mean, I think I've shared this like picture with you, is I just see this like carcass and these like vultures, you know, attacking, you know, but you have no one to blame but yourself. It's when you place a higher value on yourself, people will start treating you better. And so, one, it's about having these boundaries in place. And this ties in with the next section in the book here. This is such an excellent read. But basically, it's the law of paying yourself first. And how many of you can actually say that you pay yourself first? Now, this is a concept we learned in Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Claudia, that's where I met you. And, you know, they talk about the different buckets, saving, education, all of that, and about paying yourself first. And so I've come across this concept like 3 or 4 times. But do you think I pay myself first? No. You know, we're so busy doing things for everyone else, for our kids, for business, paying the bills, you know, and we pay ourselves last. And I read something in this book, in this demartini book, and it just hit home and it made sense. He said, you know, go to the rich businessmen, go to the top 1% of the world. You know what? They pay themselves first. Why? Because they place a higher value on themselves. They're saying to the universe, I am worth more than all of these bills. And that is really, honestly, something that we need to learn and we need to incorporate, because if they are doing that at that high level, there's nothing stopping us from here and raising the bar. That is how they get there, by paying themselves first, you know. So, I mean, I did a course with the fairy godmother last year. I did talk about her. She's also an amazing person to follow. And you're also welcome to follow my German coach. You know, I always like share resources and share information, because, I mean, I'm just a conduit. I am also still learning, or in my process of learning. And it's really, I've been blessed with amazing tutors and mentors, and it's because I ask for guidance, you know. And she's helping me design a course at the moment. Well, I'm actually designing it, but she's helping me step into the new Manisha, you know. And I spoke about this, like, I touched on it in terms of like weight loss, you know. What is your old story? Name your old story. So that's Manky Manisha. You know, you'll be seeing in the next couple of weeks a whole new change of logo. That logo just makes me so sick. And, you know, I used to love it, like up until last year, like love it, you know. And I just find that it's so like me in my 30s, you know, the bright pink, the color, the fun. And yes, that is me, and that's still me, and I'm still going to have the pink hair. But I'm actually going into more like a 40s vibe. And I'm only going to be turning 40 next year. But I just have a new vision, you know, and that suited me for when I was in 30s, and I'm just busy reinventing myself now for the next 10 years or so, and I'm actually just so excited. So yeah, this is the last time my challenges and courses are going to be at this low price, and I'm not saying that because I want you to come on board. Obviously come on board, you know, if you want to, but with what she's got like planned for me, my marketing is mainly like overseas in the European countries, and it's going to be like minimum $1,000. Like when I say that, you know, when I said it at the beginning, I'm like, oh, I can't charge that, you know, and now I actually feel it. Like I step into that minutia on a daily basis, and I realize it's not about having 100 clients each paying you like 1,000 rand. Like I can just deal with 10 people, you know, which are paying you like 20,000 or you know 10,000 or whatever the case is. And so it's just a shift in mindset, you know, expanding my whole vision, because that allows me more free time to travel, more free time with my kids, you know. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know if you have received your plans, because a lot of people haven't. So I will be on my computer just now, just checking. I see some in the outbox, so maybe it's still getting to you, but I'm happy to update any plans. The new ones are pretty hectic, so don't get a shock when you see it, because it's like training twice a day. And I just, you know, when I up my game and up my level, then I do that to you guys as well. But don't overdo it. You do what you're comfortable with. And there was also a request for live videos. So thank you, Claudia. So I might be doing some live videos. The only problem is, say when I sleep like late, not like, you know, because I'm working, because kids sleep late and one thing leads to another, and then like I find that I can't keep to, sorry, kids are distracting me. I can't keep to times, you know, and it frustrates me because I hate it when people are not on time, and yet here am I not being able to deliver on time because of things that are not in my control. And I keep asking myself, what is my lesson, you know? And I think I just need to be kinder to the people who are not on time, because I myself am not on time. So yeah, always lessons and always learning. Chat soon. Let me know if you have any other specific stuff. I love it when you guys ask me things. You keep me on my toes. So while I'm still sharing information freely, make use of it.